a little bit about our school and what's going on, really. I'm going to give a bit of contextual, first of all. I'm Sue Roberts, the new head at Ysgol Ffordd Dyffryn. I started last September, so I've almost completed the year. And it's just been a fantastic opportunity, and I'm absolutely loving it. I want to give you a bit of contextual, because that's a big part of what I'm going to talk about today. We've actually got 47% free school meals. So we've got quite a high level of deprivation, as you can imagine, at the school. Our ALN, children on the ALN register, additional learning needs, 42%. We've also got a resource class for pupils with social and emotional difficulties. And from September, we're having an ASD resource as well for children aged 7 to 11 to help them along too. So you can imagine we've got quite a few intervention groups and ideas to help our pupils. And what I wanted to do this afternoon really is just talk you through one in particular that looks at the nurture aspect. Because, you know, we've got all the general ones. We've got the mat. I'll just move on to, this is the school itself here. It's in the heart of Llandudno. We haven't got a playing field. And that's a big thing for us. Imagine, we love the sport, it's fantastic, but we haven't got, there's no space. We had a playground. But we're trying to get the children involved as much as possible. Now, one of the things we realised when I started back in September, we weren't having that parental involvement to come on board and get involved for a variety of reasons. It might be work commitments, it might be not sure, didn't want to come through the gate. We were also having issues with attendance, in particular lateness. Children were arriving after 9:30. I know you've got a lot of it in schools, but you can imagine it was a real big issue. So, what were we going to do? What we decided, really, was that it was time to think about giving somebody a role to focus on this. And what we've done, showing you a few pictures there along the way, we've employed a family engagement officer. Now that says, where have they got the money for this? We've put it into somebody's role. So for some time of each day, we've got somebody looking at ways to help us, really. And their main task initially was to try and think of a way to get the parents more involved. So we've managed to get them together because we thought about a project and we've involved them with what we wanted to do outside. We've given them a little bit of ownership on what we're going to do and what we're going to develop and the fundraising, and that has really got them on board. So from nothing, we've now, over the last 12 months, we've managed, through grant funding, we've got about 15,000, which is fantastic. That's all external grants. But then they've got on board, the parents themselves, with raising money too. And they meet regularly for a cup of coffee. And the shop where they've got the coffee, where they're having their cup of coffee, they've got the plans up of what we're doing in the playground. So, it's great, it's out there in the local community. Now we, as the teachers and the schools, we can give the pupils a wealth of opportunities, experiences. We can do that. We want to take them out as much as possible. We've talked about intervention groups. There's loads of different things that we can do. You've all got lots of things going on in your schools, I'm sure. But we need the parental engagement too. We need them to know what's going on and to get involved so that they can help support their children. And all of those things will hopefully give us those pupils with confidence, enthusiasm, to go out there and have, ambition. That's what I want. I want those children to realise, I can do that. I've got some of the parents up there. They love it so much. It's all coming. I know you can't see that picture very well, but that's the parents painting the school fence because it looked drab on the outside. I haven't got the money to get the painters in to paint the fence. So they went out, they bought paint, coloured different colours, and they painted. right the way around. It's nearly finished. There's one last panel, which they're going to do before the summer. It's that. It just makes such a difference. I know it's saved us money, but that's not what it's about. It's about the children working with their parents, having fun. We've got them here. We've got planters put up, giving them a bit of colour, splash of colour. But again, it's parents, it's families painting these things for us. So that's what I'm here to talk about. Pupils and staff working together with the parents, but then of course the wider community too. Because one of the things I really, really love, looking at some of you, the outdoor ed, we've done lots of it, it's fantastic. So what we thought, right, okay, let's get the parents involved with a bit of outdoor ed as well. Let's get the parents up to Nan BH. You're probably thinking she's mad. But actually, do you know what? I had a brilliant time. What we did first of all, we started it as part of a transition project where we looked at our whole Year 6 class and we're thinking, right, okay, we wanted to identify initially some of the vulnerable pupils, just those pupils that were worrying a little bit for different reasons about secondary school or that might need a little bit more support. So we split them into 2 groups. Now this first group was fast forward. So they had a block of 10 weeks during the spring term where they'd come in once a week after school, meet up, do different projects. One of them, to get them outside, they had a board on the wall as to worries that they had concerning the move, their transition to Ysgol John Bright. That was fine. Then they wrote them on a paper aeroplane, they went outside with all the families, and off they go. They're thrown away, releasing the problems that they were had. So what we did, got a minibus, and we took this first group and their parents up to Nan BH. Now the idea, yes, they were out there doing the physical activities together, so the skills of the parents were developing, the children were having fantastic fun, but it wasn't just that, it was the problem solving. Talking about the problem solving before, all the different things, the spiders web, those activities, the working together, finding a solution to a problem. There's the one in Nan BH where there's the wall and you've got to all get over, all these things, but it was the skills, the communication skills are developing, the parents working with their children. Also, a big thing we found was it was pushing the parents a little bit out of their comfort zone. They were all full of confidence going, but then when it came to the zip wire and actually climbing up, one parent actually couldn't do it, started to come down, so the encouragement of the children at the bottom, come on, you can do it, you can do it. She persevered and she pushed herself then out of her comfort zone. And that's what it's about. But since then, what we found is the children are getting more involved and the parents are out more with them, doing things. And it was mentioned before about finding the right clubs and activities for our children, especially in these disadvantaged areas, and offering them a range of activities. This is the other one then. We made sure that every child in Year 6 had the opportunity to be involved in transition. This one is called the Smooth Moves, which you might have heard of, you probably have. We've been doing it now. Smooth Moves, where a lot of outdoor education activities, but one of the things we did, we took them up the Orme, and a lot of them, it's a new experience going up there and actually doing those activities with their children. They had such a fantastic time. They loved it. Loved it. We've got a Hawaiian beach party there as well. We're so lucky where we all live. I mean, we can walk to the beach. We know how lucky we are. And yes, we haven't got a playing field, but we've got a beach just over the road, and we've got the Great Orme just a little bit further away. And again, it's those same things. It's the communication, it's the spending time, and we've seen a massive impact. What we've used the PASS, Pupils' Attitude to Self and School. Because it's difficult, isn't it? With maths and language, we've got the data to evaluate the success and the impact. With this, it's not so easy. So we started off with questionnaires to find out, and we did an initial pass survey with the children back last October, I think it was. And the results are just fantastic. They're positive, they've got that confidence, but it's just been fantastic getting the parents on board. I put this cycle of improvement, because the key to success really in all our schools, doesn't matter what subject it is, has to be the self-evaluation. Does something work? And we have to hold our hands up if it doesn't. What we've found, we go through the cycle and we've evaluated our things. This year we've been so lucky with physical education. I mean, we were very lucky. Mike came in the autumn term. We were one of the first group to have Mike come in and mentor our my staff to lead on the physical literacy, and the staff are just taking it on board. They absolutely love it. We're really proud now because we have 2 members of staff who have gone to become mentors, and will be from September going out to those other schools. But that has been such a success for us. But also with that, it's also helped with our self-evaluation and the next step for us moving forward, because those 2 members of staff who are going out mentoring have also been successful and got onto the leadership development course, middle leaders course, isn't it? And they now will be looking at a focus on projects within the school that are going to help our pupils even further. And one of them in particular will be clubs after school, and offering the right clubs for what our children need in our school. And then another one, the other one is going to be with foundation phase children and getting the parents coming into the school to get involved with the PE lessons. So it's all about moving forward. You can't stand still. Our other partnership is with Llandudno Football Club. They've been fantastic to us, I have to say, because we haven't got the field. The partnership we've got with them involves us, for example, Sports Day. It was brilliant, absolutely fantastic at Llandudno Football Club. But they're there doing skills sessions with our children. It's about partnership and using the community to take that step forward. So, what is the impact? Because everything we do, Estin always wants to know, what is the impact? Well, I've got it, it's there, it's evidence. And the main thing has to be pupil confidence. It's got to be. The pupils are more confident in what they do. Their communication skills, definitely, goes without saying. We talked about literacy and numeracy. What we have found, attendance, massive improvements with attendance. The children are far more on board, coming to school at a proper, decent time. And then this one, parental confidence. I think that's what it is. I think the parents now have a confidence enough to support their pupils. They don't feel that if they don't understand something, they know that they can come in and talk to us about it. And then, of course, there's the bottom one. Because we've got to think about all our pupils. And there's a lot of them, we found out this year, who are more able and talented in different areas of sport, but they hadn't had those opportunities to progress. So we know that we can signpost them in the right direction. Yeah, thank you.